Hello beings, my name is Amanda and today we are going to be reacting to some more TikToks because it's been a rough week and I have been spending it reenacting for 1775. So I'll plug in some pictures of that reenacting and it was fun, but I am exhausted and I will tell you that while getting an infusion for fluid so that I could actually do reenacting, they blew a vein, so I have a giant bruise on my arm and now I look like a drug addict. So, you know, fun times. So let's get into this and let's laugh at some TikToks, shall we? All right.
Migraine right now, but I still want to entertain you, so here's a skit.
Are you okay?
No, I have a migraine. Oh, well, did you drink water? Yeah. Well, did you take medicine? Yeah. Just go to sleep. I'm in so much pain right now that I want to stick a screwdriver into my skull to relieve the pressure in my brain so you think I can fall asleep. If you stuck a screwdriver in your head, you'd be dead. Exactly. Are you sure you drank water?
So my imaginings when I have a migraine is a drill. I want to take a drill to my skull, but the sentiment is still the same. You just want to drill a hole in your head to relieve the pressure. And also the other comment people say is like, oh, I get headaches too. Not the same thing. Oh my gosh, that's me. So I am lactose intolerant and that right there is me. It's like, I just want a little bit of ice cream, or I just want a little bit of cheese. Just something, please. And then my body decides that, yeah, it hates me. Yep, I know that one.
People say disabled women can't be sexy. I disagree.
Wow.
Some
Wow. First of all, that comment that disabled women can't be sexy, lies. And holy moly. Yeah, she's sexy. I just have to say that was... Yep. I love this girl.
If you've ever wondered what having a chronic illness is like, it's like this. Okay, you're leaving early today, right? For a doctor's appointment? God, you're sick, like, all the time. I mean, like, seriously, it's always something. Oh, that must be really annoying for you. Have you ever wondered, like, no offense, but have you ever wondered if it's, like, all in your head? Well, it's a disease that sets up shop in my brain, so... No, you know what I mean. Like, do you ever feel like maybe you're just, like, doing it for the attention? Yes, this right here is the exact kind of attention I crave. You got me. You know what I do to stay healthy? I know you're gonna tell me. It's really simple. Basically, every time I feel like I'm getting sick, I drink an emergency, and then I don't get sick. Oh my God, does the AMA Foundation know about you? You absolute icon of health. You medicine woman, how can I ever thank you? Oh, no worries, just trying to help. If you've ever wondered... Every time. Yep. Because, you know, have you ever tried not being sick? Yes, I have. I have desperately tried to not be sick before. It doesn't turn out well. I'm usually on the floor and on the verge of vomiting. So that's me trying not to be sick.
I'm not grouchy because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I'm grouchy because I woke up in the same flesh prison that I always do and not in the body of a frog enjoying a rain shower. So I'm not grouchy.
I cannot agree more than this. Bad pain days when you wake up, oh my gosh, it is really hard to keep a smile on your face because you hurt really bad. And then people are like, why are you so grouchy? I'm like, because I want to tear my skin off. That's why. But, you know, gotta be happy all the time.
Like, ill people downplay their illnesses so much. Like, they'll be like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just vibing. Like, girl, no, you're not vibing. You're vibrating with uncontrollable tremors. Chronically ill people downplay their illness.
I cannot tell you how much my husband hates it when I say I'm fine. Because I say that a lot because I don't really want to deal with explaining what's going on. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Or, oh, you know, my favorite phrase is I'm here. I say that a lot. And we do downplay our illnesses a lot because we feel like we don't want to burden other people with our illnesses and how things are going. And so we're just like, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's fine. And tremors, oh my gosh, I was teaching today and I couldn't stop my body from shaking, and everyone's like, oh, are you nervous? I'm like, actually, no. I just have a really bad tremor, and I remember bringing my water bottle up to my mouth, and the whole thing was shaking. And yeah, pretending that everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Ever seen a ghost? I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was sitting over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I made a salad with craisins. You ever seen a ghost? I was over on the bench. I was over on the...
All of that. All of that is yes. 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 This is me all the time because I think to myself, like, I didn't get, you know, this horrible pandemic. I didn't get the illness. I didn't end up in the hospital because of it. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, but I'm still sick. So it's a victory, but not so much. And I'm not playing down people who got who got coronavirus. I'm not playing that down. No one write me in the comments saying, oh, you think that it's not as in... I'm aware that it can turn really bad really fast, so don't come at me. I know that. But yes, just standing up and not just wanting to, like, pass out just from standing up. I was in Target a couple days ago and I bent over to look at some lipsticks because I have been booked for a wedding. And I was bending over to look at some lipsticks for the bride that I'm going to do her makeup for. And when I stood up, I almost like keeled over and my husband had to grab me. So yeah, fun times.
I've got water, phone, wallet, keys. I think I'm good to go. Okay, I think I've got everything. I've got my phone, wallet, keys, water, electrolyte water, more in case I finish that. We've got the icy hot. I've got all my meds. I've got my mints for nausea. We've got the hand lotion for the dry skin. We have more medications that needs to go in there. We have my cooling tablet with my blood pressure drops. I get hot flashes. I have my oyster cracker if my blood pressure continues to drop. I've got my blood pressure monitor. I've got my pulse ox. I've got my ice information. I think I'm forgetting something. Okay, I've got...
Every time. So when I go reenacting, I have to pack like a ton of stuff because of this, because you never know what could happen when you are chronically ill, and I need to make sure that I stay healthy while I'm reenacting. And so I was telling my husband recently that I'm super frustrated about the fact that I have to plan for any kind of problem that could go wrong because of my illnesses. I can't just pick up my stuff and go camping. I have to like pack pills after pills after pills and different kinds of things to help me in case this happens and in case that happens, in case this happens. And the panic of what if I forget it and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So this last reenactment though was pretty close to home, so I did forget some things and my husband just came and brought it for me, so that was helpful.
So I had a colonoscopy today and decided to leave my gastro a little note in my butt cheeks. Good morning. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. She thought it was so funny she put it in the findings on my report. So I had a colonoscopy today.
You know what? When I had a colonoscopy, I wish I would have thought about doing something this funny. Because the rest of it was absolutely horrendous and I hated the whole experience. But if I would have thought of something this funny, it would have made it just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. I don't like colonoscopies, in case anybody's wanting to know.
Twinkle toes. Oh, say twinkle toes. Oh, say twinkle toes. Oh, say I shall cook.
Rage. I have been told that I have been lazy. I have been told that I am faking it. I have been told that it's all in my head. And I have tried so many times to be like, you know what? You're right. I'm just faking it. I'm going to just not be sick. And it turns out really bad. And my husband finds me on the floor sobbing and like with a bucket next to me, and then he's like, what were you trying to do? And I was like, trying not to be sick. So yeah. Could they just not? Oh. All of this. Just yesterday, I went to a Scottish festival down south, and I have some pictures. I'm going to put them in of the ramp for me, and it went like a sheer drop into an irrigation canal, and then the road was so tiny that my wheelchair couldn't go through it, and if I did try, I would have gone into the irrigation canal. And it infuriates me how many times people put items like trash cans, or they pull their cars up onto the sidewalk, or something along those lines that makes it so that you can't actually use your wheelchair the way that you're supposed to. And whenever I think that there's going to be a lot of hazards at a place, then I always take my manual wheelchair, and my husband pushes me because I know that my mechanical wheelchair wouldn't be able to get up over certain things. And so he had to push me yesterday, and I almost lost teeth yesterday. It was pretty bad. So, yes.
You'll be like, oh, you're gluten-free. Oh, does gluten make you bloated? No, if I eat gluten, my immune system attacks the lining of my small intestine, which can lead to long-term side effects such as malnutrition and intestinal cancer. So my disease is not your lifestyle trend.
Yes! Oh my gosh. I've had so many people tell me that it's just a fad diet and that I'm doing it just because I want to lose weight. I am not losing weight. I am gaining weight, and I am not happy about it. Having a sedentary lifestyle is not great, and I'm not happy. But if I eat gluten, then I could die, and it will be a long road to death, but it could still kill me. And so that's it. It's not a fad diet. Yes. Everything about that, yes.
Okay, I don't want to be a bitch, but you have mental health issues. No, it's okay. I'm just doing it for attention. You're alone.
Because it's true. Oh my gosh. Because of how many times people tell me that it's all in my head, or I'm making it up, or I'm just trying to get attention, it starts to be believed by me that, yes, I'm just trying to get attention. And it's like this, where I'm having a panic attack in the middle of an empty room, and in my head I was like, no, you're just doing this for attention. You're just doing it for attention. And I'm like, who am I doing it for? I don't know, but it's so ingrained in my brain now that, yeah, this.
It's okay to ask for help. Asking for help does not make you weak. It does not make you a poor leader, and it does not make you incompetent. And the best way to ask for help is to just ask. Do you mind? Thank you. Most people are more than willing to help. By the way, go to the bathroom just like everyone else. Bye. It's okay.
Love the sense of humor. And it's true. I think that's one thing that I fight against the most is asking for help, because I don't want to seem weak. I don't want to seem less than someone else. But it is okay to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And just like he said, it does not make you weak. And it doesn't make you a poor leader to ask for help. Delegating is good leadership. So I'm just saying. Yeah. I think I've gone through trauma therapy, and it is something that is really hard to open up about in front of a stranger, because you may not know that person very well. And to open up and to feel vulnerable in front of a person and tell them the things that have happened in your life. And they really don't care if you sob in front of them. They really don't care if you make a fool of yourself in front of them. They don't care. They just want to help you, and they want you to feel better. And just remember that they're there to help you, and that if you don't feel comfortable with your therapist, or maybe they say something that isn't appropriate, then find a new therapist. They're not all the same. I've had some pretty bad therapists, and I finally found one that is fantastic, and I absolutely love her. And so if you have someone that isn't exactly right for you, find someone else. It's okay to keep looking.
So I've got something called essential tremor, which means that my neck and my hands will just randomly shake because my brain's a little brokey, which is, kind of fun. Granted, I make a lot of jokes about it, like the fact that I'm shaking my neck. Haha, ladies, you're welcome. Or the fact that I'm shaking my hands just makes me a great bartender. But not always is it okay. Sometimes it just sucks, because I'm supposed to build a PC today, but my hands aren't steady enough to build it. And I'm really understanding why I should have brought pre-built now. But it's one of those things where if you shake, you're loved, and it happens, and we'll get them tomorrow. So I've got something called essential.
Yeah, it's... Having a tremor is one of those things where if you had a lot of dexterity before an illness, and you're used to being able to do tiny little things, and all of a sudden you can't anymore. I struggle making jewelry now. Jewelry used to be one of my favorite things to do, and getting beads onto wire, oh my gosh. I still do it, but it takes me a long time. Painting takes a long time. I can't do straight lines anymore. So it can be really annoying, and it can change the way that you have to live your life, because there are certain things that you just can't do. So yeah, sometimes it just sucks. I hope that you got a good laugh, because sometimes when you have a chronic illness, the best thing to do is just find something to laugh about, because sometimes it's just a pain to live with a bunch of chronic illnesses. But if you can find the joy and happiness in it, then I suggest that you do that. And my family motto is, if I'm not laughing, I'm crying, and I'd rather be laughing. So find the joy in everything. Thank you to my sister-in-law for once again pulling through and helping me find some TikToks that I could react to, because I was just too tired to actually research anything. So yes, And people seem to like my reaction videos, so here you go. Here's another reaction video for you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support this channel, then go ahead and click that subscribe button, and go ahead and click that like button if you did enjoy this video, because every like and subscribe helps me get my message out there to more people. Remember to be kind. Kindness is free, so give it out to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right. So I hope you enjoyed those TikToks. I really hope that you got a good laugh out of it, because sometimes when you have chronic illnesses, the best thing to do is just laugh. Don't play with my tripod. Winston, I see you. Don't. He's on his back, patting my tripod. I can't even do this right because my hands aren't working. Anyway.